If you don't choose the right investors to invest in your business, it will literally kill your company. Let's talk about my 5 favorite investors of the day today. There are many around the world. And when you all see their name, go ahead and follow them on TikTok, follow them on Twitter and LinkedIn. Shoot your shot and let them know that you heard about them from Ariana the Techie. Duh. Let's get into it. So first up, we have Nicole De Tomaso, the GOAT. Like, she's just amazing. She posts the most, like, the best content for founders or investors on LinkedIn and Twitter. That's like where she's like most active. You can find her as well like on YouTube, and she's been interviewed and stuff all over the world. But she's a principal at Harlem Capital, so she helps with a lot of deal sourcing and working with the partners at the fund to make investment decisions. She's just great. You'll learn a lot from her literally every single day of your life. Then you have Alexandra Wilkes Wilson. You can literally just Google her. Like, just Google her. She's great. So she was most famously known for founding the famous company Glam Squad, which is like, the on-demand beauty service company. She's founded multiple companies. She's also the co-founder of a fund that invests in founders called ClearSea Capital with her partner, that they lead that together, her business partner. She's an all-around great person. I've seen her at many events throughout the tech ecosystem. So I would definitely say you want to find and add her on LinkedIn, and Twitter is where like she's a more active. My third favorite VC and investor is Dave Fontenot. So Dave is like one of those people, like if you know, like he's like one of those low-key folks where like he's killing it everywhere, but you just wouldn't necessarily maybe hear his name like on a TechCrunch or whatever. Well, now that's going to be changing because he's like literally killing it with HF0. But I believe Dave is just doing a really great job leading the HF0 program, which is actually an accelerator, but they, invest in founders. Their target is really repeat founders, but I still say follow Dave on Twitter. Shoot your shot if you have a company, you have an idea, and definitely let Dave know that you heard about him through Ariana the Techie on TikTok. Next person. Then we have the legend, Henri Pierre Jacquet. Okay. He is a partner at Harlem Capital, so that's at the same fund as Nicole De Tomaso, who I talked about first. And he's just great. He's invested in some really, really cool companies. He actually invested in my last company that I built. And, I think when you think about investors, you want to invest in people that are genuinely good people. You want to have investors that are just solid and look out for their founders behind closed doors, even when times are rough or times are, great. And so he's definitely, I would speak to him from the personal side, but also on the business side. He also has a slew of just connections with people from all over the world. A couple billionaires are investors in his fund specifically as well. And his team is spread out, all across the United States particularly, but they invest in founders all over the world. So if you're a founder, I would definitely highly recommend you to follow Henri. On Twitter and LinkedIn is where he seems to be most active for like VC content. And then don't forget, tell him, where you heard about him from. And let's go to my last favorite investor of the day. And my last favorite investor of the day is Tim. I think Tim is awesome. He is a solo VC. What I also really like about Tim is that he's actually a former software engineer, kind of like me. And now he's a full-time investor and GP of his fund, Essence Fund. So make sure you all follow him here on TikTok. I literally screenshotted his TikTok. He has really great, helpful content for, all of you folks who, are looking to learn more about VC space, or maybe you've already been in the VC space, or you're a founder, trying to learn like why does an investor pass on your deal? Why does an investor want to invest in your deal? And also, I highly recommend you to just shoot your shot. Send him your deck, let him know what you're building, and you never know, maybe he'll invest, maybe not.